Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for clicking on this video. You're probably here because you may have an idling issue with your Harley. Um, Today I'm working on my 2007 Ultra Classic. Having an intermittent issue with idling. I can roll up to a stop sign one time and it's will idle high, and then the next time it's barely idle, and I got to give it a little bit of throttle to even keep it running. So intermittent up and down idling. From the research I've done, it's the IAC valve, the idle air control valve. It's probably getting sticky. So we're going to swap that out today. This video I haven't seen online or on YouTube. What I'm going to try to do is replace it without taking off the throttle body. I'm going to try to unbolt the gas tank, lift it up, and hopefully have enough room to get at it. So let me show you kind of where it's at on the throttle body here. You can see here, right here is the IAC valve. So the manual says that you have to take off the air cleaner and pull the throttle body to get that out of there. But I don't see why we couldn't just try to raise this tank up and be able to get at it a little. We got these bolts in here. So I'm going to take you with me, and we're going to try that out. Like I said, I haven't done it before, and I don't know, we're just going to try it out, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I won't bore you with everything. I'll try to speed the video up. That way, it's just a shorter video is all. So let's get to it. First thing we got to do is remove the seat. And then once we get the seat removed, we can remove the chrome gas tank cover there. I don't know what it's called, but so let's get that done. Okay, now so the next we got the seat off. Pretty simple, just one screw, and then actually two screws, and then one on the strap if you have the strap. So the next thing is to get to this. I guess you call it a dash cluster, the gas fill cover. There's a Allen bolt here, which takes an Allen wrench. This is an 1/8" Allen wrench. So you'll take that one off, and then in here, there's two Torx that need to come off, which that is a T25. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that off, and we'll get that set and out of the way. Okay, so we got this out of the way off the tank. You may have some wires and stuff in here. What this is just for if you have your communication for your intercom and stuff for your helmet, them wires, then a vent. Actually, not really a vent. It's a drain hose in case you overspill on your fuel. The next steps would be to, I don't think we would have enough slack here, so we're just going to unplug the fuel pump and setting unit for the fuel gauge, and then this is the actual vent that we can unplug here. It's kind of a hard plastic, so you really don't want to kink it. Just get it off to the side. So at this point, the tank is ready to be unbolted. We have one bolt here, and then there's two bolts, one on either side, that need to be taken off. Or at least this one needs to be taken off, and maybe just loosen up them front ones. We'll see how that works. In order to take them off, you can use either a T40 Torx bit, or I'm not sure what size there is. You know, you can get a socket on there as well, but I'm not sure what size that is. But either or would work. Okay, so the tank's loose, so I should be able to lift this tank up a bit. So let's just try it. Okay, we're gonna have to straighten the handlebars out to give us a little bit more room there, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to take off them front bolts. Let's do that. Something to keep in mind is I haven't disconnected any fuel at all. On the Harleys, you have a hose here that goes from side to side underneath. I haven't disconnected that, and I shouldn't have to. The pressure hose on this side, I haven't disconnected yet either, and I'm hoping I don't have to. It's not a big deal if we do, though. But I'm gonna get a block of wood to try to shove under, hold underneath there when I pick up the tank. Okay, guys, so I think that I'll let you look at it here, but I think that give us some room, not a lot more. It's less than I thought, but here, take a look. So we got more room here, but not a lot. So we're gonna see what we can do with that. Okay, guys, I have a confession at this point. How I previously told you, uh, I didn't disconnect any of the fuel lines, anything like that. Disconnect the quick coupler on the pressure hose from the line there, or from the gas tank, I should say. Bad news on mine. I apparently went up too far with the gas tank, and I broke the fitting. That sucks. So, word of advice to you: disconnect this line before you start pulling up that tank. It looks like it's got a little clamp on here, so it looks like I just have to buy this piece that this plugs into the throttle body. So, dang. But my loss, your gain in this video. Now you know, just disconnect it. Otherwise, you'll break yours as well. So let's keep going, and I'll keep moving forward and get that IAC valve replaced. Okay, guys. So moment of truth here to come clean with you is I've been, messing with this kind of off camera a little bit. Run into all kinds of problems. I got the one bolt out on the top here, but that other one that's below it, I can't get at it. I even took off there's a little torque arm here that was first of all in the way, that for your motor, rocking back and forth. I took that off, or at least unbolted it right here so I could get a little clear path to that bolt. But I still can't get in there so I guess it's kind of a fail in a way. So what I'm gonna have to do is take the air cleaner box and everything off, and I'm gonna have to take that throttle body off, which I really didn't want to do, but I'm gonna have to be able to get at that last bolt. Leave a comment below if if you come across this and got a solution for it. But I don't have, I guess I don't have the tools to be able to get in there. mean, it's not necessarily having the tools. It's just in an awkward spot where you can't get into it. Um, so anyway, I'll still take you on the journey of swapping this throttle body out. Obviously, we're not going to be able to start it in this video anyway because I broke the fuel line. So, um, like I said, I am no mechanic. I am no Harley mechanic. I don't know if I said that, but I am saying it now. Um, I'm just a DIYer in the garage trying to fix his Harley himself. So I'm just trying to give you some tips. I thought that would work, with raising the tank and be able to get at it better. Turns out it's not going to work. So we're going to have to take the throttle body off. But uh, follow along if you're liking the rest of this video, and we'll get the throttle body off. Okay, guys. So another change of plans. I was trying to get this throttle body off, and I unplugged everything and There's Allen had bolts in there, and talk about a pain in the butt to get at. I couldn't get at them hardly with the tank on, you know. So I decided just to take the tank off. I drained all the fuel out of it, well, as much as I could, and of course got fuel everywhere with that crossover pipe. But we got that off. But with taking that off, now with a swivel here with the Torx bit on there, I can get at that back bolt. So I don't think I'll have to take the throttle body off now. So I guess in order to do this job, well, so far, we'll just have to pull the tank off, and then you can get at it. You still will have to pull this motor mount off right here to get at it, but that's still doable. So let's go ahead and pop that off. So there it is. Got it off. So the next trick here is, because we got that bracket on there with the throttle cables, I'm having a hard time getting that up high enough without loosening up all the cables. So see if we can just sneak it out of here. Oh yeah, there she is. There she is. All right, so that's it. You notice there is a little bit of carbon around it. I don't know if necessarily cleaning that would do it, seeing that it seems to be sticking. There's a gasket as well. Goes on there. So let me bring over the new one. Okay, guys. So here's my replacement IAC valve. I ordered this. It's not a Harley one. It's an aftermarket one. Ordered it from a place called CV Performance out of Las Vegas, Nevada. To be honest, shipping took forever for this. But anyway, the part's made by Walker. Here's the part number. Let's pull it out of the box. So it's in a bag here. We got a couple new bolts, and then obviously the valve, and then a new gasket. It says stop. No return if bag is open. So let's double check to make sure length and everything is correct on here before we even open it. That's looking pretty good to me. And our bolt holes line up. The plug-in's in the same location. Yeah, this looks good to me. All right, so let's open it up. Okay, there she is. Two of these screws. Now, they're different lengths. So it's got one loose one in the bag here. I don't know if you guys can see that from my on camera here. Had one loose bolt in the bag, and that's the same length as the short one. Then you got one long one in there, which I'm not sure. I mean, where's the screws that I pulled out of there? Yeah, the screws that I pulled out of there are, well, I guess they're about the same length as that long one, but the short one, that ain't gonna work. So I think what I'm gonna do is use the original bolts and just do away with the new ones. Because, you know, the flanges are the same thickness. You know, I don't see any reason to use them other bolts. So one thing I am going to do though is I'm going to spray probably a little bit of carb clean down in here if I have any. Otherwise, I'll have to use some carb clean or some brake clean. I know that's not approved, but I do want to clean that up a little bit in there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is, I'm not going to bore you with putting it all back together. If I showed you how to take it apart, you can take it back, you know, put it back together, not a problem. A little bit of trial and trivia there. I mean, it didn't go definitely as planned. You know, I broke the dang fuel line, which sucks, but I'll have to order one of them. But I mean, otherwise, it just goes back together. I mean, the block trick underneath the gas tank didn't work necessarily on this bike. It may on a different one. I don't know. But on the Ultra Classics, the tank just had to come off. Um, I will note though that that top motor mount brace there, that still has to come off in order to get at that screw. So you will have to, once you get the tank off, take that brace, that bolt out of the brace. I do have a jack on the other side of the motor, holding the motor, steady with that brace off there. Other than that, so you don't have to take off the throttle body necessarily. I mean, definitely, I think it's easier just to pull the tank off then, and then to get at them bolts rather than trying to get that throttle body out of there. I honestly, the throttle body bolts, there's two on each head for the intake, and they're tough to get off. They're tough to get at anyway. So I don't necessarily know even how you would get that off. I mean, you work at it, I'm sure you'd get it. But so anyway, I'm not going to bore you with putting it back together. We're going to get it back together, and hopefully everything works. This video is mainly just intended to how to change an IAC valve. Hopefully it'll fix my problem. Hopefully it'll fix your problem. But it can be done yourself. You don't have to bring it to a Harley dealer necessarily. If you're not too sure about it yourself, just take it to a Harley dealer. It's just going to cost you more money is all. But so that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you tagging along and watching me fumble through this and breaking stuff and whatnot. I hope this video helps you out. Comment below what you think about it. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.